welcome back. Let us talk about departments and department classes. Department classes are like, for example, what is department? Generally, departments are the one who is responsible for getting the work done. Specific operations will be handled by departments. Different departments will handle different works, different activities. Mechanical department, electrical department, assembly department, okay, fixing department, painting department, and so on. There will be a number of departments, right? Testing department, fixing department, checking department, and so on. So different departments will do different activities. Each department will have resources assigned to it, and the number of resources need to be each department will have resources assigned to it, and we need to define the number of resources, number of units assigned for each department as well. Basically, before creating a department, we should have a department class. Department class is nothing but basically in a manufacturing unit. For example, let me take a car as an example. Let me take Mahindra Thar as an example. Generally, as per the standard as per the we get generally customized standard Thar Mahindra Thar car if you order. Whereas I as a customer requested for a different shade of color coding on the Thar. So basic whatever the color activity, painting activity that is specific for across all the cars, that will be done internally. Whereas if I am looking for something specific and customized, then that will be sent for some outside vendor for the customization. So in that case, what we require is we need to have a department class, internal department class and external department class. Whatever the activities that takes place inside the manufacturing unit, under that manufacturing unit, that will be taken as internal production activities. Whereas whatever activities that takes place outside, other than company owned, then it will be taken as outside processing. So let me go back to application and choose. Already I have created one activity. Let me choose, go back to manufacturing. Let me create one. Go to setups and try to create department classes. Already I have created a class, but let me try creating one more for you. Go to Tata Bhimavaram. Okay, so what happened is, here already I have created two classes. For namesake, what I do is I'll just create one more here. As I mentioned here, this is my production activity, and this is my vendor activity. Vendor is nothing but outside person. Inside production department is. If you want, I will just create it here. For example, one more. Prod inside manufacturing unit department. Okay, we can save the same, not required. So I have two activities here, production. That's it. If we save it, it will be saved. This is department class. I don't want this. Let me. Okay, so I have a production now department class. Now we need to create a department in this department class. So what we need to do is go to bills, and then go to routings. And routings, we need to have a departments. So now what I do is, by using the existing departments, I'll create a department class. Let me see. Okay, I have some departments here already. So what I do is, let me create a department called assembly. Okay, now what I do is, mechanical, electrical, assemble. Okay, let me take a department as checking, quality control, quality check. Okay, quality check, nothing but testing, for example. we need to select the department class here. So from the available department classes which I have created earlier, I am choosing NCR production department, and here location is not mandatory for inside. Here department location is not mandatory for internal department because we are creating departments under the manufacturing unit location only. So no need of defining here, just save it. Once it is saved, go to resources. We need to choose the resources. From the I have so many resources available. Okay. From that, what I do is I'll choose some of the resources who will work under this department. What I do is I'll choose what I do is quality check. Okay, let me check. Let me for okay, okay, okay. Let me assign. I'll just assign one resource. Okay. Testing resource. Let me take testing resource for example. Okay. Automatically and normally work will be measured in terms of hours, and even the payment against the work will be measured done even in hours. So choose hours, and the number of units I have testing labor I have under this department will be needs to be mentioned here. I'll just mention like 6 units are there in my department belongs to testing for example, and available for 24 hours. If it is enabled means this is a department and resources are available for 24/7. Generally some of the companies 3 shifts they will work, in some other companies 2 shifts they work, in some companies they work for 1 shift. So if you make it, if you allow the checkbox to enable, then these resources are available for 24/7, but whereas all companies won't work for 3 shifts. So what I do is, as per my workday calendar, this will be enabled basically. So what I do is I will disable here, because on selection of this we'll be able to see how many shifts we have. Okay, see here I have only 2 shifts available. So what I do is I'll just mention the number of units available for shift wise. This shift is coming from my workday calendar, whatever I have defined and whatever I have assigned to my inventory work. So save it. Here I choose 2 shifts and I have given number of units for 1 shift is 3 units, and go here, and if you want to define some rule here, what are the rule, we are ATP rule, whatever the parameters we set, utilization percentage, if you want to define you can define the utilization percentage, efficiency percentage, and sequence windows and all. Okay, that's it. Save it off. This is how we create a department class. And if you want to add any resources which we take from some other departments, that can be added here. Okay, I'm not going to do it. And the department rates, we need to define the rates here. If you want to define the resource rates, what I use is I'll change. We have different types of costing. From that, what I choose, I'll choose a costing type. And what overheads, if you want to define some overheads, what are the overhead types we have available, that will be loaded from there. And we can choose, we have lot wise or item wise or resource unit or resource and all. What I do is I'll just make it as unit, and if you want you can define the rate. Okay, I'll do just for namesake. What I do is I'll just define the rate. Save it. It got saved. Now I have created a resource. I have created a, even I have assigned a resource as well, and even I have defined some rate as well against my department. I created a department and I assigned the resources, and even I can add here, let me add one more resource too. For example, I'm just adding resources, available resources I'm adding. Okay, I'll just make it as this, enable, and I'll just say it's not mandatory to define. Okay, just save it off. It got saved. Okay, we need to see, it is checking, we haven't defined the shift, so it is checking it. it.